Hi, Just Lead. How are you today? Did you have a fantastic day at school? It is Thursday, almost Friday. We are moving through this week quite quickly. And I am so sorry. I forgot to tell you on Monday that we have some very special things to celebrate. Caitlin's birthday happened on Monday, and Gracie's birthday happened on Tuesday. I had their birthday signs out, but I did not say it to you in the devotional, and so it is very important that when you see them, that you tell them happy birthday. So that is Caitlin and Gracie. We got a few more coming up this month, but theirs have already passed, so please remember to make them feel special and tell them happy birthday. All right, guys. It is going to be a fabulous, fabulous day. And then tomorrow we are having a thankfulness party. And it's just going to be a great day. Now, I want us to remember. Now, last night, Mr. Matt, if you were here for the midweek discipleship, Mr. Matt talked a little bit more about Gideon. And that's the man that we talked about last month. Well, this month we're switching. We're switching to a new man. And he actually has a whole book in the Bible about him. It is Daniel. See up there where I'm pointing to? It's Daniel. He has a whole book in the Bible. And we're just at the beginning of his story. Now, on Monday, I told you that this mean king went and took Daniel and a few of his friends away from his home where he lived, and he brought them into his kingdom. And when he did that, he decided he didn't really like Daniel's name or his friends' names, and he decided, I'm gonna give you guys a new name. And remember, we talked about that. We talked about how that would feel if someone just told you, I don't really like your name, so you're going to have a new name and I get to choose it. Someone that wasn't your family, wasn't your mom, wasn't your dad, wasn't your aunt or uncle. It's someone that was mean to you. How would that make you feel? Well, if it were me, I wouldn't feel very good about that. But when Daniel was in this place where the king brought him to, and he had his name taken away from him, God gave Daniel qualities to help him deal with it. See, God created all of us in his own image. There is a Bible verse about that. Okay, it says, so God created humans in his likeness. He created them to be like himself. He created them as male and female. And that's from Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. Now, God made us to be like him. That's what that verse means. Now, are we ever going to be like perfect like God? Are we ever going to have the power that God has? No, absolutely not. But God did create us to be loving like him. God did create us to be gentle like him. We may not always do a good job with it, but he did. And that's how Daniel survived in this new place with his new name. God gave him the qualities that he needed. Now, that verse also tells us another thing. God gave us all a special purpose. God gave us all gifts, which is fantastic to talk about because we're about to enter the holiday season where we give gifts to each other, and it's Christmas and we get gifts and we give gifts. God gave us gifts in our heart of things that we're good at. Like for me, I really believe God gave me a gift to work with children. I love it. And I work really hard to do a good job at it when I'm at Just Lead and when I was a teacher. I really believe God he had that purpose for me. God has a different purpose for all of us. Maybe you're amazing at basketball. Maybe you're meant to be a professional basketball player. Maybe you're meant to be a basketball coach. Maybe you're a very outspoken person and your friends listen to you. Maybe you're meant to be a voice that is heard in the community. You can share the good news of Jesus with of Jesus with others. If you have a big heart and see hurting people around you, maybe you're meant to serve. Now, I want us to think about it like this. I have with me a what? A mirror. Now, what does a mirror do? It lets you see your image. If you look in a mirror, you see yourself. Now, that's kind of how it is with God. God is kind of like when we look in a mirror and we see ourselves, we're kind of seeing the image of God. God made all of us to be like him. But what if I had this mirror to let you see your image? What if I turned it away from you? Could you see yourself? It's what the mirror is meant to do, is let you see yourself. But what if I turned it away from you? Then you couldn't see yourself. Well, it's kind of like God and us. If we don't follow God, if we don't do what God has asked us to do, we're not going to be able to see his image in us and reflect it to show others. What if I had a piece of paper? What if I did turn the mirror towards you, but I held a piece of paper in front of it? Then could you see yourself? No. And that's like us with God. If we put something in front of God, if we put our schoolwork before God, if we put television before God, if we put our own interest before God, we are not going to be able to see God in ourselves and reflect it so others can see. We're not going to be able to see it. What if I took this mirror and you can see it, nothing's in front of it and it's faced at you, but I'm doing like this? Could you see yourself very well? You know why? Because I am not holding it still so you can focus on what you see in the mirror. That's like us with God. What if we don't put anything in front of it? What if we do follow God, but what if we do it at a really fast pace? We don't really take time to focus on God. You remember I told my group at the camp the other night that we were talking about temptation in our group discussion. And we talked about our temptations that we have. One of my temptations is that I don't really take a lot of time to sit and read my Bible at home. I get so caught up with my day. I come to Just Lead, I cook dinner, I clean the house, and I do a lot of that on the weekend too. And I don't take time to sit and really read my Bible and focus on God and pray to him. We need to take time to be still. Be still and listen to God and study about him so that we can look in the mirror and we can see God in ourselves. And when we do that, we show others God. So remember, it's like a mirror, okay? If you have something in front of it, you cannot see yourself, right? If we put something in front of God, we can't see God in ourselves. What if the mirror is away? Well, you can't see yourself if the mirror's over here, right? That's like God. If we just don't even focus on God, we don't follow God, we're not going to be able to see God in ourselves and show him to others. And if we don't be still and we don't pray and focus on God, we're not going to be able to see God in ourselves and to show others God. So keep that in mind. All right. All right, guys. So let's switch gears here and let's do our memory verse. Sorry, we're not at the rules yet. Okay, today we're going to start learning the motions. All right, so let's read it together first and then we'll do the motions. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Set an example for the believers in what you say and in how you live. I always mess that part up. Okay, 1 Timothy 4, verse 12. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Don't let anyone look down on you. So you shake your finger from Don't let anyone do this for look down on you because you are young. We're going to do this for young, okay? Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Can you try it with me? Okay, try it with me this time. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Okay, good. We'll learn the rest of it later. All right, let's go ahead and do our memory verse. Guys, I just can't get it together today. Our rules. Okay, today we're just going to do them together as normal. All right, number 1. Listen and follow directions the first time. Number 2. Raise your hand and don't blurt out. 3. Respect others with your words and don't use foul language. 4. Keep hands and feet to yourself. 5. No cell phones, electronics, or toys in program. 6. Respect the property. 7. No illegal drugs and no weapons. Number 8. Remain seated facing the front and quiet on all buses and vans. Number 9. No kicking balls in the gym unless it's a dodgeball. 10. Stay out of the ice machine. 11. Hang up all backpacks and coats. 12. Remain seated while eating snack. 13. Delayed obedience is disobedience. And the last one, number 14. Keep your shoes on your feet at all times. Please do that. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to sing through our song that I told you we'd be learning this week. Okay, so I'm going to sing it through what you know, and then we'll learn a little bit more. Okay, so remember, the joy of the Lord will be my strength. I will not falter, I will not faint. Okay, so see if you can repeat it after me. The joy of the Lord will be my strength. The joy of the Lord will be my strength. I will not falter, I will not faint. I will not falter, I will not faint. Okay, so the next part goes, He is my shepherd, I am not afraid. The joy of the Lord is my strength. She said, He is my shepherd. Can you try that? He is my shepherd, I am not afraid. I am not afraid. The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. Very good. Okay, guys, can you try just to sing along with me all the way through to that point? Just try and sing what you know, and then we'll be done. Okay. The joy of the Lord will be my strength. I will not falter, I will not faint. He is my shepherd, I am not afraid. The joy of the Lord is my strength. All right. We will keep learning. The next part is the fun clappy part. So we'll learn that tomorrow. That's a great day to learn it because it's Friday. All right, now I'm going to stop there. You've got just a few extra minutes left. And remember, we're focusing on being thankful this month. You're doing a thankfulness activity with your teachers. So your teachers will be writing down the things that you are thankful for, and then I'm most likely going to do something with that later. All right, so be really sincere in your answers and really think of things that you are thankful for. All right, and remember, I love you, we love you, and God loves you. Have a great day.